Welcome to the Flowtech Demo Lab. It opened up right after COVID, and the reason that we have the Demo Lab is to show our customers, whether they're end users, engineers, new hires, how all of our product lines work in a full system. So rather than going to one manufacturer that would take 2 or 3 days out of your busy time schedule, you can come to Flowtech and you can see the majority of our product lines and see how they work in an actual lab environment. So I'm going to take you through the airflow path through our demo lab. It starts on the outdoor air. The air comes in through an exhaust fan that we took all the components out. That's our outdoor air intake. It comes down through our ductwork, through an air monitor OAM airflow measuring station, through a TAMCO insulated blade damper into our custom air handling unit. Now this air handling unit is somewhat special because on one side we have Air Enterprises, on the other side we have TMI, which are 2 out of our 3 custom air handling unit manufacturers. On our Air Enterprises side, inside the unit, we have some secure air filters, which help make particles larger to capture them. Following the air path through the filters, the air goes through a heat pipe technology energy recovery coil. You then move on to our TMI portion of our demo lab. You'll see inside the unit there's a blue hue. That blue hue is actually a UV light, which is shining on our heat pipe technology energy recovery coil to keep the coil clean. Another fun application about our unit is we have 3 different fans in this unit, and you wouldn't typically see this in this application. On the far side, we have a Twin City fan AC fan, which is controlled by a VFD on the wall. You also have some backdraft dampers. On the closest side to me, we have 2 EBM PAPS EC controlled fans. So you'd either see EC or AC, you'd never see them in both, but we wanted to show off the capabilities that we have here at Flowtech. Following the air path down, the air comes through the fans, through our supply ductwork, passing through a couple of pitot tube style air monitor airflow stations. So that actually measures the airflow going through the duct. We have a fully working DCV air acuity system that tells our BMS system whether to increase or decrease airflow. We have a couple VFDs on the wall. One is for the Twin City supply fan inside the unit. The other 2 are for our lab exhaust fans, which we'll get to shortly. Going back into the ductwork, we've got a Phoenix airflow supply valve that is controlling the amount of air that's going into our laboratory space. Following the air path down, we have a VAW sound attenuator, which dampens the noise of the air in the ductwork. We have a duct unit heater to heat the air if necessary. And then we have the air either coming through another TAMCO damper or directly through our supply air grill. So at this point, we are now in what we call the laboratory of the demo lab. The laboratory includes a fully working fume hood with fume hood display, zone presence sensor, and sash sensor. And the air either goes through our Phoenix general exhaust valve or the fume hood air valve if the fume hood is opened or closed. The air continues down the exhaust path where it mixes the general exhaust and fume hood air mix. We go through an elbow sound attenuator made by VAW, which also dampens the noise. The airflow passes through an Electroflow thermal style airflow station made by Air Monitor, follows down into our energy recovery plenum. The cool part about this plenum is it's made out of all FRP, which is fiberglass reinforced plastic. It's about 30% lighter than steel, but just as corrosive resistant, if not more than stainless steel. Inside this unit, we have some more filters. The filters keep the exhaust side of our energy recovery coil clean. So you see over here, we've got an energy recovery coil. The air continues down to a couple of FRP fiberglass reinforced dampers, 2 are MK Plastics lab exhaust style fans with a VAW sound attenuator and an induced flow nozzle, and then the air would just be exhausted into the environment. So just keep in mind that you would never find one of these systems in a building. We just have it here because it's our demo lab. You'd always find this on the roof. So the benefit of the demo lab is to get customers in front of our product lines to see how they work as a real working system, be able to touch them, start them, stop them, be able to ask questions that they're not able to do in the field. Because a lot of the times we sell this equipment to these end users and universities, and there's not a lot of time to understand and digest how they really work. So coming into this demo lab, they can have 2 or 3 or 4 hours to sit down, be hands-on, learn as much as possible, and then learn from Flowtech, the experts here. We should be the experts of our product line, so we should have the knowledge to teach people how everything works. So you can contact me directly. Give me a call on my cell phone, 978 1-800-500-5846, or you can shoot me an email, kwixom, KWIXOM, @flowtechinc.com. We like to do these on Fridays from like 10:30 to about 1. We give you a demo lab presentation for about an hour and a half to 2 hours, and then we have a box Panera lunch for everyone to eat. We tell our customers all the time, like, if you want to bring your end users and you don't want us in the laboratory, we don't have to be here. We can if you want, but bring your own customers here. It's a very, very good learning tool, and the more people that see it, the more use it is to everybody.